And maybe we're live somewhere.
Oh.
It looks like we are, but there's no notification.
Yeah. You just popped up.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Ashley and Carrie and Nick. So we've got Nick's gonna be doing a read for us today. Oh, I hear me.
Well, maybe.
Okay. It's you. Yeah. So hey Miss Jeannie. He has got the Sweet Summertime kit, and we will go in and post the link to that in just a minute. It's already put together and ready to shop. I think we posted these early, and I think we only have 16 of these kits left. So if you want that kit, go grab it and then hop back on. Nick's going to kind of walk you through his process. But we're just gonna. Hey Taylor, it's her lunch break.
Okay, that's right.
Taylor's at school today, so she's got a little lunch break. So Nick's gonna kind of walk you through what he's doing. If you've got questions, you can just type them in and ask them. Somebody will get a response going. But other than that, I'm gonna let Nick have the big screen. Somehow, I haven't been on StreamYard so long. I can't remember how to work it. There you go.
There we go. I'm full screen. Hey, everybody. How are you? Come on in. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. We're going to make a wreath kit. I was just cutting my ribbons ahead of time here. This one down. Let me show you the wreath kit we're putting together. So this is available on Trendy Tree's website. And we're going to post the link in the comments. But it is almost summertime. So what better wreath to put together than this one? And you get a lot of stuff with this kit. So I'll start off by showing you everything you get with the kit. Of course, you get the sign, the watermelon on there, really, really colorful with the plaid border. You get 3 meshes. So you get this, this is kind of an aqua color with the pink stripes. We're gonna use this as our base. And then for our accent mesh, you get this hot fuchsia. And then this white with the holographic stripes through it. So it's really gonna pick up the sun. And you'll see it better once I unpack it here. See all the sparkles in that? We use this one for a Christmas wreath. This is good for year round. I love this one. And then you get 4 ribbons. You get the yellow polka dot, 1.5 inch. You get the blue and white striped, 1.5 inch. You get the watermelon. This is a 2.5 inch. It's lime green with watermelon that matches the sign. And then our hot pink. And then I'm going to be subbing in with a few other ones when we make our bow, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Finally, you get the wreath form, of course. And then last but not least, we thought we'd throw in some of these fun curlicues. So 2 yellow, 2 purple, 2 green, and we're going to be turning on my glue skillet, and we're going to be adding those into the wreath as well. So we'll get to those a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get started. Like everything you need to make this this wreath is in the kit. So that's super exciting. Come on in, say hi. It's Saturday morning, and we'll just get started. So I think we should do this as our base. Now there's 18 ties on your wreath form. So we're going to cut this into 18 strips. Now if you cut, this is 10 yards. So if you cut this into 20 inches, 18 20-inch strips, you will use your whole roll, which I like to do. I don't like to have, you know, little bits of mesh laying around. So I just use the whole roll when I can. So my healing pad that I use is actually 18 inches. So I just kind of eyeball 2 inches off when I make my cuts, and it comes out perfect. I'd say 9 out of 10 times. Hi Dee, how are you? Happy Saturday. So we are going to cut 18 of these. I was telling Carrie and Ashley I've had a busy spring, so I'm excited to make a wreath. It's been a few weeks since I put one together, so this is nice to close the door, talk to you guys, and just get back to something that I enjoy doing in my free time. This is a very, very colorful kit, which I love. You'll see it from the street when it's hanging on your front door. Again, we're cutting 18 of these at 20 inches. And if you want this kit, we have a few left, but you could buy it and then watch this video back and make it along with the replay. Or maybe you've already bought it and you have it in your hands. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4 more. $17. And last one, 18, and it's perfect. I don't even need to make a cut on this one. We used our whole roll, which is what I like to do. There we go. So let's start putting our base mesh on our wreath form. So we've got a purple for our base. Won't really see it in the end, but you might see a little bit of these fun purple ties sticking out, which is perfect because there's purple in our sign. So before I start with my mesh, I like to go around and open up all my ties so I can get on a roll. So we have 10 around the exterior here, and then 8 on our interior. And I'm just opening them up so I can stick my mesh right in. All right, so we're going to take our 20-inch cut, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it in on itself about 1 or 2 times, crunch it together, and then on the other side, make about 2 rolls. And when I do that, I get a little bow tie pasta looking piece here. Hi, Melissa. And we're going to stick that right in to our frame. And I twist twice. There we go. Now repeat 17 more times. Again, rolling twice, cruffling it together. 2 more on the other side. And you have your little bow. One little hack I've seen people do is they'll do their 2 rolls here and then use like a chip clip or a clothespin, pin it together, then come around and do the other side, and then you can crunch them together. That way you don't have to hang on to your twist, your rolled end while you do the other side. So if you're someone that struggles or just wants a little help with that area, you can do that. Lori from Delaware. Hello, Lori. Happy Saturday. Melissa, how many inches of the mesh? So it's 30 feet is the whole roll, and we cut it at 20 inches. So we cut 18 20-inch pieces. In doing that, we used our entire roll up, and we don't have any excess. We'll have a nice full wreath. So 18 20-inch pieces. That gives us a nice, full, poofy wreath. Yes, no excess, which is good. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, I have enough mesh in my life. I don't need little rolls with just a few inches on there. Hi, Nick. Nick Creticos, everybody. How are you today? Again, we're rolling twice, ruffling it together, rolling a few times on the other end. Two more, then we'll move into our interior. This is the perfect time to buy this wreath kit because by the time you get the kit and put it together, it's going to be the first day of summer. It's coming so fast. I cannot believe June is just here in a week and a half. This has been the fastest year. All right, there we go. So 10 around the exterior. Now let's do our inside pieces. We should have 8 of those. Does anybody have any plans for Memorial Day coming up? Memorial Day weekend? We're almost to that point. I think I'm actually going to get that weekend off. So I think we're going to just hang out and enjoy the pool. It's been 106 here in Phoenix all week already. We're already in the hundreds. So very hot. It got hot early this year. And I saw it was snowing in Denver yesterday. So that was kind of crazy. You know, you forget. You think May, almost June, and it can start snowing again. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Bev. Bev's going to go to the parade and then host a picnic. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I know Carrie was here last year and they were in Arizona and it was very hot. If you don't come here often, you forget how hot it can be. I remember I moved here. The day I arrived, it was like 117 degrees. And I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? But get used to it. 3 more here, and then we will cut our accent mesh. Cheryl is doing the Crafters Coaches Corner Memorial Day Weekend Marathon. That sounds fun. All right, last piece. Put it in here. This wreath got really big really fast, which I love. There we go. I love this. Very cotton candy colors, blue and pink. I love that. All right, let's set this aside. And we're going to cut our accent meshes. Again, everything we're doing comes in the kit. The link is posted in the comments. But we are going to take our pink and white, and I'm going to try and cut these at the same time. Oh, and I like my accent mesh to be around 12 or 13 inches. And we're going to need 9 cuts because I'm cutting these together. So 8 of each color. Again, I'm cutting these at 13 inches. Ish. I like cutting them together. It saves a step. And I'm using my handy dandy rotary cutter that I was gifted from Trendy Tree. I absolutely love this thing. It is so sharp. I mean, it's cutting through these like nothing at all. Melissa says I need to get a mesh holder. I've seen those. I love those things. They look so cool. I would love one of those. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's our last one. That was fast. 9. There we go. So 9 of each color, 18 total. Close that so I don't cut myself. And I have this extra. So, you know, I could get another sign and another base mesh off of the website there. And I'd have enough to do another wreath. These would be good for Valentine's Day. Great colors. Or, you know, you could make the pink your base or the white your base and have a different color left over. So whatever you want to do. All right, let's bring our wreath back over and let's really get this thing poofy. So I'm just going to roll these into like a little tube. Probably, oh gosh, that's probably 1.5, 2 inches. And all I'm doing is I roll it into a tube and I just place it right on top of our blue bow tie. And I'm just going to alternate colors. Pink, white, pink, white. And by doing this, it's going to add some volume to our wreath, really fill it out. And also it's going to bring out all the different colors in our sign. There's pink and white, blue, all the colors are in there. Now you can place your mesh right on top of the other one, or you can open up the twist from your previous mesh and insert it right on top if you want. I don't do that, but I've seen it done. Pink is next. I cannot believe it's summer almost. Does anybody have any plans for summer vacation? Going on a trip maybe? We are going to Seattle in June. We decided last week. I'm very excited. I've never been up there. Been to Alaska, but I've never been up to Oregon and Washington and that area. So I saw it's like 70s to 80s when we're going, which will be a very nice break from Phoenix. So I may have taken that into account when I planned the vacation. Melissa is going to the beach and she'd love to go to North Carolina. We were just talking about North Carolina the other day. Another place I've never been, but I would love to go there. I mentioned it the other day to somebody and they said it was their favorite vacation they've ever been on was the beaches in North Carolina. So that was encouraging to hear. Right. All right, so that's 10 around our base. Now we have 8 more for the middle. We're just alternating these right on top of our base mesh to add some dimension to our wreath. Michael says, maybe Boston. I love Boston. Again, another place I went for the first time last year. Spent all day just walking around looking at all the history. It was very fun. We went to the Sam Adams Brewery. That was fun. We went to a graveyard, and it has, Benjamin Franklin's buried there, and a lot of other famous people. People had left pennies all over. That was really cool to see. Melissa says, I have to go to Fenway. She's from that area. That would be cool to see. Another well-known place. That was a great vacation. We went to Boston, then we went over to Cape Cod, then we went up to Maine, and just made a whole loop. It was so beautiful. And lots of lobster rolls. That was fun. I mean, the food was amazing. The whole trip. All right, there we go. This is looking great. Look how full that is. And our ribbon and our sign and a bow. It's going to be great. Cheryl says Niagara Falls is a nice place to go. I would love to go there. I've never been there as well. All right, let's add our ribbon. Before we do that, I started to cut this piece. So we have 4 ribbons that come in your kit. 2 2.5 pieces and 2 1.5 ribbons. And what I do, I cut my 2.5 inch wide. I cut those at 13 inches. And I cut my 1.5 inch that I layer on top of those at 12 inches. And by doing that, that just lets the one below it's a little longer, so it pokes out a little bit. Little tip for you. And what I do is I just, dovetail the ends. I'm doing it into a trash can here, so I don't make a huge mess. But when doing that, it finishes off our ribbon tail very professionally. And we are going to stack these on top of each other and add them in. There we go. Again, I have 9 of each color. The 2.5 inch, the pink and the watermelon, they're cut at 13 inches. And then my yellow and blue 1.5 inch ribbon is cut at 12 inches. So let's bring these over here. I cut them ahead of time off camera. And I guess any combination would work. Let's do the yellow with the pink and the blue with the green. I like that. Melissa says my craft room is organized. Yes, that's how I have to be that way. I like to see what I have, or I'll keep buying and then forget I have something. All right. So we're going to take our 13-inch, lay down, our 12-inch, laid on top of it, and I just offset them ever so slightly. Scrunch them together and make kind of a V. You can see that. And we're going to put that right on top of, let's put it on top of our pink, since our other ribbon is pink. I'll turn this around so you guys can see it. But I just put it right on top of our pink accent mesh, fluffing it out. There we go. All right. 17 more. Now we're going to do our pink and yellow. Again, I don't make a complete X, but I don't line them up completely on top of each other. That just kind of lets them spread out a little more. If you want more of your mesh to show, stack them on top of each other perfectly. And we're just going to go around the wreath. And I have just like an inch of the purple tie left, and so I'm just kind of bending that back into the wreath so it's not sticking out. Or you could leave them and have a purple accent in your wreath. Michael asks, are all of these ribbon colors included in the kits? Yes, so all the kits are the same. And you get all 4 ribbons, rolls of ribbon, I should say. That's important because some kits, you only get a cut of what you would need. You get the whole roll, and I'm going to have a lot left over. So again, another wreath you could make out of all these supplies. So, you look at the wreath kit and what you're paying for it, but you could make 2 wreaths if you just buy a few extra supplies. So that's a great thing to remember. This is a great, great deal. I love this watermelon ribbon. It matches the sign perfectly. And I'm excited for some watermelon this summer. A summer staple. Two more down here on the bottom, then we'll move to the middle section. This is a very, very colorful, bright wreath. I love it. All right, let's move up top. scissors. I'm gonna cut this little string off. Boop. After I put these ribbons on, remind me, I need to turn my glue skillet on so I can glue in our little curly cues that came with this kit. You get a lot of things in this kit. I love it. Three more sets here. Again, we're just stacking these on top of each other, fanning them out. Melissa asked, how much is the kit? The kit is, hold on one second, $72.59. And there's 15 left. I just refreshed the page. So 15 left, guys. Act fast. $15 left. This is the perfect wreath. You could put this up now. Not quite summer. Close enough. And it would last you all the way till you put your fall wreath up. This would make a great gift to give to somebody. You could buy a couple kits and make it with a friend. Last one. There we go. Very colorful. I love it. All right. Let's turn the glue skillet on. I remembered. So I'm just going to plug this in because we're going to be hot gluing some of the fun little twirly ties that came with the wreath kit. I'm going to get one more thing here. I forgot to get a pipe cleaner for my bow because we're going to make our bow next. There we go. So the only thing that didn't come in your kit is, pipe cleaners. I think everybody has those laying around. And I am going to use 5 of them. 1 to tie my bow together and 4 for our sign. So let's attach the sign first. Why not? Michael asked, if you don't have glue, can you still attach the curls in the wreath by twisting? You could. They have a long stem on them. This is a very sturdy wreath base, so you could kind of fish them in and wrap them around if you wanted. But these frizzy curly picks, we're going to be putting those in. All right, so again, here's our sign. And what I did before we started is I super glued some cable mounts on here because I ran out of staples in my staple gun. But what that will allow us to do is take our 4 pipe cleaners. Super glue had just enough time to dry. And I'm just twisting those on. And this is how we're gonna attach our sign to our wreath. One more. Again, I'm just sticking this through the cable mount. Got these on Amazon. And twisting it around here. Okay. Now, we're going to be able to attach our sign. Now, bear with me. I'm going to do this up backwards for you guys, and then I will flip it around. I think we should offset our sign and then put the bow. Maybe if this was a clock, our bow should go up here at 10 o'clock. So let's put our sign here. Set it where I want it. I'm going to feed these through to the back. Now, you don't want to pull your sign, or excuse me, pull your pipe cleaners too tight, because what that's going to do is push down on all your mesh and ribbon and squish your wreath. So I just fed these through and I'm twisting them together behind the frame. You won't even see these. I did pick purple just in case, but again, we're putting it through or behind the frame so it has something to hang on to. And I'm just twisting. Again, not pulling too tight. I don't want the sign to push down on the mesh and sink into the wreath. There we go. Our wreath is going to go like this. I like my sign to be a little offset, and we're going to make a bow, excuse me, over here. So let's do that next. It's a big wreath. I figure out a place to lay it. All right. I use the Bowdabra. That's my bow making tool of choice. And when I make my bows, I use 6 ribbons. So you get 4 in the kit. And then I always supplement 2 from my wall here. And I did look these up. Trendy Tree does not have these 2 in stock, but they have some very, very similar. So if you guys are looking to get some more ribbon to add to your bow, I have this plaid, the lime green, pink, yellow, all the colors that are on our sign. And then I also just did a purple, just a solid purple. I thought we needed that in the bow because there's a lot of purple in the wreath. These are brand new rolls. Here we go. So I start with my 2.5 inch first. And we'll make our loop, so I'd say about 5 inches, 6 inches. And we'll go back at the very end and finish up all of our loose ends here on this bow. Next is our green. It's a big bow, but we have a big spot to fill on the wreath, so this is fine. James says hi. Hi, James. Hello in Denver. We'll do our yellow next. And let's do the purple next. Now let's do the plaid. We'll save the purple for the end. I love this plaid because it brings in all the other colors we have. I think that I bought this for Easter, but it works for summer too. Our blue. Where did I get my bow maker? I got this bow maker. I think I got it on Amazon, but they sell them on their website. They have them on Etsy. It's a Bowdabra. They have all different types of bow makers. Some people make them just in their hands. I choose not to do that. All right, and our 6th ribbon, this one's gonna be our little baby loop. Twist, make a tiny loop. This is kind of our finishing one. There we go. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, push all these down, and I got to fish it through. They make wire, like Bowdabra wire, but I'm out, and this works just as good. I'm just going to bring it over the top, push down. There we go. It doesn't look like much right now, but give it a second. Okay, now let's spread out our bow. I like everything to be across from each other. Now it's looking like a bow. Thanks, Pamela. Okay, back to the wreath. And our glue skillet's almost ready. Okay, I'm gonna stand up so I can see what I'm doing here. I want this, like I said, if this is a clock, I want my bow to be at 10 a.m. or p.m., 10 o'clock. I probably should have put 2 pipe cleaners together. It's not giving me much room to work with. But there we go. I'm just twisting it on. Bear with me here. There we go. I want the biggest loops and tails to kind of hang down and cover this hole. Now let's go around. So I think it's important to dovetail your bow after it's on your wreath, because you can kind of see where these tails are going to fall. And then I'm just pinching this together and cutting a V into each ribbon. And that's going to give us a nice finished look. Keep this one a little longer. This one a little shorter. A few more here. There we go. And you could stop there. But what's the fun in that? So let's add some of these curly picks. Melissa got the kit. Yay! That is so exciting. Trendy Tree has a Facebook group for wreath makers. And you can post your picture in there once you make it. I would love to see it. So you get these in your kit. Kind of a, it's just a wired curl, but I love them. They're super fun. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hot glue them into the wreath. I'm just kind of opening them up here. And we are done with this wreath. I love it. Okay, I am going to try cutting one of these down here because I want to get as much bang for my buck as I can. So they kind of have 3 and then 2, and I'm going to cut the 2 off. I don't know if you can see what I did. I cut this into 2 so I can get more curls around. Let's do this to all of them. And you don't have to do this. You could leave these whole. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Welcome. There we go. So again, I just cut those down. So instead of 5 curls in each one, we have 2 and 3. Kind of break it up a little bit. And I'm just going to get a little glue on each one. We'll start our way around. Again, I'm Nick with 39 County Home. You can find me on Etsy. I have a Facebook page, an Instagram page. I sell wreaths. I don't really sell supplies. I get all my supplies from Trendy Tree. And I'm just so thankful that they invited me here today to put this kit together for you guys. This one will be for sale on my Etsy page. But I'd love for you to buy a kit from them and put one together yourself. I think this will be for sale on my Etsy page. I might end up using it. I really like it. See how when we're putting those in, it's just adding, I'll hold this up here in a second. It's just adding so much life to the wreath. These curls sticking out. Be very careful. Hot glue is hot. Take your time with this step. You want to burn yourself. You could also stick them in the wreath ahead of time. Know where you want them. And then go back and glue. Okay, we're going to need the other ones. Debbie's glad I use these. She never knows where to put them. I love, all my wreaths, almost all my wreaths. I use some kind of accent when I'm done adding my ribbon and sign and bow. I think this just adds so much character to the wreath. They have these in all different colors. I have some leopard ones. I have glitter ones. These are kind of like, they're called fuzzy. But they are so fun. And I'm just using wire cutters to, again, cut them down. And you do not have to do this. But I just think the 2 and 3 is what's right for my wreath. Kind of feels like a beach towel. It does. They do. They're very fuzzy. I love them. And I've just been alternating colors all the way around the wreath. I think we're at green next here. Again, I'm just dipping in the hot glue skillet, being very careful. You could use a hot glue gun if you had one. Let's do purple. And then I think this, hi Drew, thanks Jan. I think this is a wrap on this wreath. Again, I'm putting it right into the mesh. I don't like the placement of that one. Hold on. If you pull it out quick, you can reposition it before the hot glue dries. I want this one to be a little more down in here. There we go.
Oh my God, I did so good.
Hey, I love it. Wow.
I do too. That is so fun. Talk
Absolutely good.
about
I love it. I love those curly cues.
Me too.
Those are so cute.
Everybody go buy one.
It just makes you happy.
Yes. This will make you smile as someone walks to your front door.
Oh, sorry. Here comes Ashley.
There I am. Oh, I love it. It's so cute.
Yes, it's so colorful. We were just talking about those curly cues. They just add a little bounce to the
I
wreath.
love those. We've got those in a few other colors too, but
Yep.
I felt like I was getting a lot of stuff for one wreath. It's big.
It is big, but you know, I love it. It'll fill up your door or
It
hang it in
will.
your house. Maybe you have a
It's
fireplace.
cute out by the pool too.
Mm-hmm.
Put it out by the pool, eat your watermelon, look at your cute wreath.
Yep.
All right. It is great.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Again, this one will be available on my Etsy shop. There's only one, but I hope you guys got a kit. They had some left in stock. And follow along in the replay and put one together yourself.
Absolutely. One thing before you go, for all of y'all that are on watching, Carrie and I, Trendy Tree, will be live on Pinterest at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday. So it's a new thing Pinterest is doing. It's Pinterest TV. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. But we're going to be doing a patriotic wreath, and we're going to have some patriotic wreath kits and ribbon bundles. So y'all definitely hop on there and hang out with us. Give us somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yep.
that's all I got today.
Well, I'm trying to move my big head into the camera and it's not working. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Do I hit end? Is that what I do?
Yeah.